The serenity of the Himalayas was shattered on April 22, 2025. Gunmen unleashed terror in the Baisaran Valley near Pahalgam, Jammu and Kashmir. This tranquil tourist spot became a scene of carnage. The tranquility of the region was lost in a hail of bullets and screams. The Pahalgam attack, as it came to be known, served as a chilling reminder of the persistent threat of terrorism that continues to cast a shadow over the region and the world. This brutality sent shockwaves across India and beyond. The attack targeted innocent civilians. It was a stark reminder of the vulnerability of even the most idyllic places to the scourge of hate and violence. The world watched in horror as the details of the massacre unfolded. The attack in Pahalgam was not just an assault on innocent lives, it was an attack on the very soul of India. It was a deliberate attempt to disrupt peace and stability in a region that has long borne the brunt of terrorism. The response from the Indian government was swift and decisive. It launched Operation Sindoor, a military operation aimed at dismantling the infrastructure of terror groups operating in the region. This essay examines the attack, its aftermath, and the implications for peace and security in the region. Baisaran Valley, renowned for its lush meadows and breathtaking views, became a killing field on that fateful day. The attackers, armed with assault rifles, opened fire indiscriminately on a group of tourists. The victims, 26 in all, included men, women, and children. They came from different parts of India and the world, united in their quest for adventure and drawn to the beauty of Kashmir. Their dreams were cut short in a hail of bullets. Among the dead were 2 foreign tourists, highlighting the global reach of terrorism. An 83-year-old from Tamil Nadu and a 65-year-old woman from Odisha, India, were among those killed, showcasing the indiscriminate nature of the attack. The youngest victim was just 10 years old. Eyewitness accounts painted a horrifying picture of the attack. Some spoke of the attackers checking identities before shooting, suggesting a deliberate targeting of specific communities. A newlywed tourist's husband was shot in the head right before her eyes. The attack was well planned and executed. The attackers struck with precision, disappearing into the surrounding forest before security forces could respond. This pointed toward a high level of training and coordination. The attack sent shockwaves across India and beyond. Responsibility for the attack was claimed by the Resistance Front, a shadowy group operating in Kashmir. They are believed to be a front for Lashkar-e-Taiba, a Pakistan-based terrorist organization with a long history of violence in the region. The TRF claimed responsibility for the attack, stating their goal was to drive out outsiders from Kashmir. They oppose the integration of Jammu and Kashmir with the rest of India. They see the issuance of domicile certificates to people from other parts of India as a threat to their identity. Intelligence reports suggest that the TRF is a newly formed outfit, created to provide a degree of deniability to Pakistan. Pakistan has long used proxy groups like Li-T to carry out attacks in India. This allows them to maintain a facade of plausible deniability while pursuing their strategic objectives. The TRF's ideology is rooted in a toxic mix of separatism, religious extremism, and anti-India sentiment. They seek to establish an Islamic state in Kashmir. They believe that violence is the only way to achieve their objectives. India's response to the Pahalgam attack was swift and decisive. Codenamed Operation Sindoor, it aimed at dismantling the infrastructure of terror groups operating across the border. Launched on May 7, 2025, Operation Sindoor involved coordinated strikes by the Indian Army, Navy, and Air Force. The operation targeted 9 terrorist camps in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. The strikes were carried out with precision, using a combination of fighter jets, missiles, and artillery. India used intelligence inputs to ensure minimal collateral damage. The targets included training camps, ammunition dumps, and communication centers. Operation Sindoor marked a significant departure from India's traditional approach of strategic restraint. It signaled India's resolve to take the fight to the enemy. This proactive approach was aimed at deterring future attacks. Section 5. The world reacts, a spectrum of support and condemnation. The international community reacted to the Pahalgam attack and Operation Sindoor with a mix of support and condemnation. Many countries condemned the attack and expressed solidarity with India. The United States, a key ally of India, expressed full support for India's right to self-defense. President Trump assured India of unwavering support in the fight against terrorism. He called for Pakistan to take concrete action against terrorist groups operating from its soil. Several other countries also condemned the attack and urged Pakistan to take action against terrorist groups. The European Union, Japan and Australia condemned the attack. They called for de-escalation and a peaceful resolution of the Kashmir issue. However, there were also expressions of concern over the escalation of tensions between India and Pakistan. Some countries called for restraint and urged both sides to engage in dialogue. Section 6. The troubled border. Pakistan's predictable denial. Pakistan, as expected, denied any involvement in the Pahalgam attack. They condemned India's airstrikes and threatened retaliation. Pakistan's foreign minister called India's actions unprovoked aggression. Pakistan claimed that the strikes caused civilian casualties and damaged infrastructure. However, they failed to provide any evidence to support their claims. International observers were given access to the site of the strikes. Pakistan's denial of responsibility was met with skepticism by the international community. Pakistan has a long history of harboring and supporting terrorist groups. Evidence suggests that the perpetrators of the Pahalgam attack received support from elements within Pakistan. Pakistan's continued support for terrorist groups remains a major obstacle to peace and stability in the region. Section 7. Fortress Kashmir. Heightened security in the valley. Following the Pahalgam attack, security was tightened across Jammu and Kashmir. Additional troops were deployed to maintain law and order. Security forces were on high alert to prevent any further attacks. Checkpoints were set up at strategic locations. Patrolling was intensified in sensitive areas. Security forces launched a massive crackdown on suspected militants. Several arrests were made and weapons and explosives were recovered. The government also imposed restrictions on the internet and mobile communications to prevent the spread of rumors and misinformation. These measures, while necessary, also caused inconvenience to the local population. The government is also working to address the root causes of terrorism. This includes providing economic opportunities to the youth and promoting interfaith dialogue. Section 8. Scars on Paradise. The enduring impact of terrorism. The Pahalgam attack left an indelible scar on the psyche of the people of Kashmir. The attack dealt a severe blow to the tourism industry, which is vital to the region's economy. The attack brought back painful memories of past violence and suffering. The attack also had a profound impact on the families of the victims. They are still struggling to come to terms with their loss. The government provided compensation and support to the families of the victims. The Pahalgam attack underscores the human cost of terrorism. It is a stark reminder that terrorism affects not only its immediate victims, but also entire communities and societies. Section 9. A call for peace, towards a future free from fear. The Pahalgam attack and its aftermath highlight the complex challenges facing the region. Terrorism remains a potent threat to peace and stability in South Asia. The international community must come together to address the root causes of terrorism, including poverty, inequality, and lack of education. There is a need for greater cooperation between India and Pakistan to combat terrorism. The people of Kashmir yearn for peace and stability. They have suffered for far too long. It is time for all stakeholders to work towards a future free from fear and violence. Only then can the paradise of Kashmir truly bloom again.